schedule. So, I used to go at 9, then I changed from 9 to 10, then I changed from 10 to 11. But today, let me be excused. The kids are out of school, the husband is home. I wanted to get up early, but life happened. Okay. So hopefully I didn't miss my continuous viewers. But happy Monday, family. I hope you had a great lovers weekend for the lovers who celebrate. And you're supposed to have full of love, good food, good company. But let's be real, okay, for a second. Now that the roses started to quilt, okay, and the chocolate box are empty, some of us, and most of us, are still looking at those bank statements like, wait, what just happened? Right? I've been going through social media and you see these gifts and these gifts and these gifts and these gifts, but the bank account is facing it, okay? Our money is facing it, all right? So today we're gonna have the talk, okay? Not just that one talk, but the money talk, okay? Whether you are dating, whether you are newlywed, or whether you're just in the game, okay, of, having a partner or, navigating finances with your partner is one of the ultimate acts of love, right? So, we're going to dive in about how to keep the romance alive while still working to kill those credit score. So, we are almost 1 minute into the live and we still haven't had anybody jump on yet because I missed my 11 o'clock time. So I might miss my viewers. But you know what? What's going to happen is we will have rewatch. So not worried about the rewatch. We're just going to go straight into the reality check. Okay? So Valentine's Day is a very high pressure season for spending, right? But the financial stress is the one that's leading to cause the friction in a household and most of the times cause marriages and relationship to go sour. So let's focus on those who actually have a large family. We have to learn how to be on the same page. Like for me, we have 8 people in our household, plus me and my husband. I think it's a total of 8 of us. Yeah. So 6 plus me and my husband, a total of 8. It is never ever nice. All right. But the necessity of spending and budgeting, right? Everybody do their budgeting differently. Me and my husband, we meet pathway with all the bills navigated together and we know what we need to contribute to the bills, but we kind of do our different stuff with our savings. What you do with yours, what you do with yours, in which that's still something that need to be worked on. But the finances is the finances, and that's why we are here taking points about talking about money and love along with money. Oftentimes people think that's just amazing, and you have some spouses will say, oh, my guy didn't love me enough because he didn't get me any gifts, or my man don't care about me enough because I didn't get anything. Okay, those are the ones who actually celebrate the holidays. As for me, I don't celebrate holidays, so it doesn't affect me. But probably when I did celebrate holidays, I probably would have said, oh, you know, I ain't getting a gift or I didn't this. So I'm not saying that people are not supposed to feel that way. But at the cost of what, right? You have your mortgage due, right? For most of us, it's the 1st to the 15th. You have your mortgage due. You have the bills due. You have everything due. The account, no extra money's not coming in. No side hustle, no nothing. And if your spouse have to go out and get you a lavigated gift, otherwise than just a rose and a chocolate, like those girls on Instagram, that fake believe lifestyle that people are trying to, run down, and they go buy you a lavish, take you to a penthouse and pay for all these expensive stuff, and they put it on a credit card, right? Now, your mortgage is due. You probably, most people have car notes for those who do have car notes. Then what end up happening is the family suffers. Very soon you realize they're going to get a divorce. The relationship is not going to work because they're going to say, oh, he forget to pay the phone bill. He forget to pay that. and they're not thinking about the damp and the effect the high pressure season have you on with spending, right? So even though when those high pressure holidays point come around, making sure that you are budgeting for those holidays. Make sure that you're putting in the sync fund that we talked about last week. Make sure you're putting something in the sync fund for those holidays that are coming up. And make sure your spouse are living in a reality expectation. Because if you're working towards building a dream, we're trying to buy properties, we're trying to do this, we're trying to do that. And because I didn't take you to a 5-star hotel, and because I didn't find on you with 1,000 roses, it means that I don't care about my spouse or I don't care about my loved one. I'll tell you that's BS. Okay? So, and that's one of the leading causes of friction in a household that makes family fall apart. Because while that day is just an experience, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe while you're coming in. I'd really appreciate if you guys like the video while you're joining in. Thank you so much. So while those lifestyles are so amazing, and it's a 1 day instant gratification that makes you feel so good and makes you feel like your spouse loves you and you loves your spouse, you got to think about the finance part about it, okay? So it's called the post-holiday audit, okay? Thank you so much. Sit down and look what you spend. Was it within your budget? The things that you bought, I know the young girls or the young people who are on social media, everybody wants to go on there and show out what they got and who got the best Valentines and who had the best gifts and who had the best, but are we thinking about how much we spent? And was it within your budget? Did the things you buy your spouse, was it within your budget? And so now if it wasn't within your budget, you're going to have to look at your budget and think about, where can I trim back on some of my expenses? Because I just spent over $1,000 on this Valentine's Day just to make my spouse feel special. In which, if you have not been making your spouse feel special all year round, it is pointless making them feel special just for 1 day. Just my take. If you haven't been buying me rose all year, don't think about buying me rose today. That's just me. And my kids know that. And my husband know that. Like, I'm a rose girl. And I get offended. Like, if my daughter, she's coming home, she's going to take me roses because she knows that's what makes mommy happy. So if you're going to wait on one particular holiday to bring me rose, and now the roses are not $9 anymore. No, they're $40, right? And probably that's not in your budget. All right? So start out by putting a sync fund away, budget for these holidays, because these holidays are stressful, guys. I really don't know how you guys, you want to say hi, Gabs? Come and say hi. Gabby wants to say hi to you guys.
Hey guys, so that was part 2. Maybe part 1, because this is the last day. Last time to go back to that prison school.
Oh God. All right. We'll talk about that soon. So we're talking about love and money today, Gabby. So you can sit over there and listen to mommy, because one day you have to deal with love and money. Okay?
What's my Hello Kitty sweater and things?
Oh, we're gonna have to look for it. All right. I'll come shortly, okay?
Okay.
All right. So yeah, we're talking about the post with our intermission, guys. That's intermission. Our post expense. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, she's our little intermission. But we're talking about the financial love language. Do you have a financial love language in your relationship? No. Because for me, that's one of my biggest love language. How financially stable you are. Not just pivoting from paycheck to paycheck. Okay? Do you have that financial love language? I mean, we're running on love, we're running on gift, we're running on this, but one of the biggest, highest costs for divorce is lack of finance. You got this lavish house, you got this lavish car, you can't pay for it. Because you are living like the Joneses and you can't keep up. Can't keep up because financially you guys are not budgeting. You're not spending in the right places. You're not putting money in the right places. So is your partner a spender or a saver? One can be a spender, but one can be a saver. You can't have two spenders in a relationship now. it's bound to fail. And it's not because you don't love each other, but if you have two spender in a relationship, the relationship is about to fail. Because if something tragic happened, you both don't have anything, right? So understand this, help you communicate without having it to turn into a confrontation, without having it to fight, without having it to have disagreement within your marriage or your dating relationship, or you know your friendship, because you guys know that financial love language. Okay? So, Money Monday strategy that I'm sharing with you here are 3 ways to keep the love and money balance this week. Okay? After spending all those money, okay? I know those roses are beautiful. I love roses. Okay? So, always remember, transparency is key in any relationship. Not gonna say your partner knows every single thing about you, but when it come on transparency with money, and that's why I said when you're dating, you got to know if you're dating a man who's a spender, now you know you will have to be a saver. And if your man is a saver, now you know you have room to spend, right? So you have to watch that with the love language when you're dating. I think one of the key things to dating is the person, how the person relationship with God, their person relationship with money, the person relationship with family. Those are 3 important things when having a relationship. And going into a relationship, transparency is key. All right? And so you don't have no secret credit cards that you're hiding and you're packing on bills on. And if you're building a future together, although sometimes not a lot of spouses are building future together, they build separately, but yet they're still growing, right? But if you're building a future together, you said, hey, we're in this together. 2 spenders can't build a future together. You have to have a spender and you have to have a saver. All right? So if you're looking, all right, you're looking at a project. Okay, say for instance, you're looking at a project in Jamaica. You need to get all your bricks accounted for before you can start investing. Or you're looking at investment here in the States, or in Canada, or in England, or in Europe, or whatever. You would have to have the transparency with money and how you guys can strategically go about it, whether you're using your credit, whether you're using cash, whichever way you're going to go about it. You guys gotta have to have a short-term plan that matriculates into a long-term plan. So set also number 2 into the Money Monday strategy. Okay, set fun money limits. I can't stress this anymore. Set, for all the people who celebrate all the holidays, I don't know how you guys keep up with that. But if you do, set fun money limits. Because if you're just buying off an impulse, oh, I want this person to feel super special, and you're not setting fun money limits, you're not agreeing on the amount that you should spend on each other monthly, without questioning why did his account go zero? Does it give you freedom while you're keeping to maintain the budget safe? You don't want to look in your husband's account and you see it's zeroed out after he just got $15,000, right? You should know where that money goes. By right, would it go to the bills? Is he saving separately for something? Set fun money limits. Know that if a holiday comes around, and I do celebrate holiday if you do, my gift is not supposed to cost more than $500. And so those sync fund that you have been saving into, those sync fund that you have been saving into should be used towards going into that. Not every, there's a saying in Jamaica, not every pond that you hear knock, you need to be. There's sometimes you can say no. If say for instance somebody's inviting you to something the last minute, and they say, oh, we're having this thing and we're going and we wanted to know if you wanted to join us. It sounds fun. It sounds nice. But if you ain't got sync money put away, you're going to go into credit card debts. You're going to be borrowing into the future. So you know what you say? mm, when are you going? And they said, oh, we're going tomorrow, you know? Honestly, I would love to go, but I would honestly have to decline. Why? Because people don't want to feel like, oh, I don't have it. I'm afraid to tell people that I don't have it. So every jump and knock, you got to jump in the fence. You don't have it, you don't have it. Right? And I'll skip this one. On the next one, probably I will. You know, you have $50, your sync fund, and where they're going might cost $200. You're going to be negative $150, right? So if you didn't budget for it and you don't have that freedom of keeping or maintaining that budget, don't do it. Don't do it. Another strategy, because I have 3 strategies to give you. The third one is the weekly check. Don't wait on a crisis to start checking your money or your use of money. Okay? Because let's say this now. As your state of the union for your wallet. Okay? Have a state of the union for your wallet. Make sure that you're so engaged with your spending habits. Because especially now in America, guys, everything has doubled the price. I'm a federal employee. My income hasn't doubled. So probably a few years ago, a certain lifestyle that I could afford, probably now I have to, even if I can still afford it, no, I will have to start budgeting. And same for you. And I think, I don't know if you're in the States, right? I think for most places, the prices of things are going up, right? So having a weekly budget, as we just talked about, and is very, 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 very important. Emil, thank you so much for engaging with the channel. I really appreciate you chiming in. Thank you so much. Okay. So now is our section that we're going to talk about the community engagement. I want to hear from you. Okay. How do you or your partner handle the big M word? And when I say M word, how do you and your partner talk about money? Are you budgeters? Are you savers? Or are you the spouse, that one spouse who's holding the calculator at everything? No, I don't like that. I'm budgeting, but if you're going to check everything I buy, that's a no no for me. Okay, so I'm waiting. I'm giving you some time to think about what I just talked about and drop a comment and let's help each other. You can help me and I can help you. I want to hear how you and your partner handle money. Or if you're a single person, how do you handle money? Because honestly, I think it's harder for single people because you're on one income, okay? One income, okay? So you don't have no fallback on, okay? You really don't have any fallback on. I don't know if you guys can hear my husband. He's on a Jamaican call and it's so loud. So let me not say how you and your spouse handle money. How do you handle the big M word? And when I say the big M word, how do you handle money? I'm going to give you a few seconds to tell me how you handle money. Are you the ones who just have a calculator for everything? I'm not that one. I need to have a little space where I could act responsible for a day, but I'm gonna balance it out at the end of the week. What type of spender are you? Let me mute this. I had to tell my husband to tone down. Hi Sawyer, how are you? How are you doing, Sawyer? Thank you for joining. Wow's back. Hi Alice, how are you? And today we're having money conversation because you can't run a family without money, right? And so while I cook and I share those amazing recipes with you, while I go out and spend and show you the things that I buy, I also, to a part of the family, money is so important. I am doing good. I'm doing good. I'm well rested. I got enough sleep today. I didn't get out of bed until like 10 o'clock. I really wanted to get over from 8, but my husband was like, no. You're not getting up so early. So I kind of stayed because the kids are not at school today. Yeah. So I want to hear from you guys. How do you guys, you or your partner, or if you're a single person or if you're a kid, how do you handle money? How do you handle money? Is there specific any specific way that you handle money? Are you a saver? Are you a spender? Are you in the interim of, are you struggling with money? You know how I said yesterday it's my birthday. It was, I don't get no money, no presents, no nothing. I'm sad to hear that, my love. So you see, when we have emphasis on these holidays, it leaves us to feel disappointed and unwanted and unloved. And so I'm so happy. I don't celebrate none of these things. So I don't have an expectation for anything. You don't feel unwanted. You don't feel, not because somebody hasn't given you no gift, no money. That doesn't mean that they don't love you. Probably budgetary wise, and as we're talking about money, they can't afford it. But society has made it seems like if you're having a birthday, if you're having something, it is mandatory that these things should be given. And so it leaves us as human to feel pressured and feel hurt when these things don't happen, right? So what did you give yourself? Did you save for buy something? Did you have a sink fund away where you had something in place? And I know a lot of people won't agree with me, and a lot will agree with me. But for me, I have no expectation on anything from anyone. The only person I have an expectation from is myself. And if you got to wait until my birthday or till a holiday to give me something, I don't want it. If you got to go get me a pair of shoes and I got to wait on a specific date to get it, go ahead. You can have that. I don't know about you, but I know about me. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want. My daughter visited my brother in the UK, and my nephew sent me a bottle of alcohol, and he sent me some souvenir. And for me, that is the best gift ever. Gift that I wasn't expecting for anything, but it's just super, 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 super amazing for me because I just feel this person is thinking about me, even though I didn't know they were thinking about me. So those are the special gifts that I look for. I don't tie myself to any special birthday, any special this, any special that. Because if you had to wait on that day to give me something, that means you really care about me? I don't think so. I don't think so. If a holiday has to come around for you to know that you're supposed to give me something, I don't want it. No, you should give me the just because stuff. Okay? Well, I was out today and I was thinking about my mom. I was thinking about my dad. I was thinking about my daughter. I was thinking about my wife. Let's get this for them. Those are the special gifts. Those are the gifts that actually matters. But as we're talking about today, I don't want to stray from the point. We're talking about money. How do you handle money? Do you feel pressured that you have to go get a birthday gift, a Valentine's gift, a Christmas gift, a Easter gift? How many holidays? There's so many. Because it's a holiday, but the bills are due. You have no asset. You have no financial portfolio, but you're so stressed out into making sure that these segmented holidays, people get something to prove your love to them. Are you doing that? I hope you're not. And if you are, do you have a sink fund? Do you have a fund that you're putting money in every week for the just because holidays? Right? So, if you found this video helpful this week, I know I've been late today, so I lost most of my traffic and most of my people who normally come back. If you found this video helpful today, I want you to hit the like button. And if you haven't joined the Martin Family Crew forever, just hit the subscribe button. We're growing every day. And we're glad you're here. We're glad to have you. Okay? Remember that money is the tool, but love is the foundation. Okay? All right? So in any relationship, money is a tool, love in the foundation is the foundation. So let me ask, do you have a sink fund? And I'm gonna leave this. Are you married? Are you single? Drop in the comments. Let's engage a little bit. We have 5 more minutes. Normally my live is last week my life went over so long, but normally it's like 30 minutes. But are you married? Are you single? Are you a kid? Drop it in the comments. Or let me know. Do you have that M word being handled in your household on a regular basis? Do your family talk about money without an argument? Short of the story is I am going to leave something here. So my daughter, I don't know, I had this live running the other day and I run it intentionally so that other families could benefit from it. Okay. So my daughter has all my kids has an account at the bank. Start them out very young at the credit union. And so this helps them to have amazing credit when they're adults, right? So it gives them a jump start into the future. So while their peers might be struggling to get credit score, by the time they are 18, they have the perfect credit score. They can get whatever they want. And so as a mom financially, even though I don't say to them, they know that they have an account, but hey, you don't touch it. So am I really managing money for them? Am I really having a money conversation with them? Yes and no. So while I'm building their credit scores, so by the time they reach 18, they all have 800 credit score. So if they want to go buy a house or they want to go buy a car or they can do whatever they want without no limit because they have a profound credit history. Okay. And so my daughter, my 17-year-old daughter, she has an account. And so I normally make them work with either the federal or the state. Every summer, I get them a job with the federal and the state. So I want to show them their option. You don't have to work with the system. You can have your professional job. But here is a test run to see, you know, if this is you want to work because your mom is a federal employee. Do you want to work on the federal side? Do you want to work on the state side? So I kind of like jumpstart them for their future. All right. And so they get a stipend at the end of it. Um, and sometimes it's not even work, it's like a training thing for them because they don't really do work, but it's like they train them for the future, right? And so I normally say, don't spend your money. But for all my kids, they always wanted to spend their money now. They wanted it now. They worked it. They want to know. And even if I match the money that they get, they still want the money that they work. And then years later, they come back and said, I should have left this money in there while you're telling me to leave the money because, kids are. Once they hear about money, they want it. And so I remember my 17-year-old, she worked $300 and she wanted all her money right away. And I was like, no, you're not getting all your money. And so it was a big argument. She sent cash apps and I declined them and stuff like that. Fast forward into the story because I don't want to bore you to death. But what ended up happening is the money is done. She has no money in the account. And so now after a year, and she's working a good she's 17, but she's working good money for the month. But no, she ain't got no money because she's not budgeting. Right? And the money conversation mom is having with her, she doesn't want to hear it. She just believes in instant gratification. I want this now. And so now she's going back in her account for 2024 to say that, hey, mommy, you took out $167 on my account and it's not there. Okay. Honestly, to tell the truth, I don't need my kids' money for anything. So if that money came out, it had to go to them for whatever. So I showed her, I said on Cash App, you had $300 into your savings account, in which is zeroed out now. But for the month, for 2025, I gave you $792. So that means it maxed out your $300. She said, well, the rest of the money you gave me was just because. But I figured the reason for this conversation was she was lacked of money. She wasn't budgeting. She had no money. And now I'm not taking her. She needs to take a car to go to work at Uber. And she don't have no money. So which better way to get money than to challenge my mom about this money conversation? And so I gave it to her. And I promise you, I said to the viewers, by the end of the day, this $167 will be done. Do you think I'm wrong? If I showed you the account right now, $167 is all gone. And so, what will be our story next? Can I borrow some money from you so it could take me to work? And the answer is going to be no. Because we have to have these hard lessons with our kids so that when they become adults, they don't have the M word and find it so challenging to talk about it with their spouse, to talk about it with their partner. And while these instant gratification and this instant egotistic feeling on being pressured into buying and this commercialism that you see something online, you have to get it, or you see your friends with it on Instagram or on Facebook, it's a marketing resource, or on YouTube. I see it, I have to get it. That person have it. Oh my God, I love her necklace. It's so beautiful. Where did she get it from? I want to get it. And whether I'm budget for it or not, it's something that you feel that you have to get. So is it a part of my budget? No, it's not a part of my budget, but I really like it so much. And just if I satisfy this ego right now, I'll get it. And it goes back into our episode 5 last week where we talk about, are we buying off of ego? And if we realize that we're buying something off of ego, we sit 24 hours and don't get it. And 24 hours, if we still need that, we go back and get it. But if after 24 hours, you don't need it anymore, leave it alone. Because what end up happening, you keep spending in the future and you're not there yet. All right? So let me know, how do you guys manage money? How do you guys manage money? Let me know. Hold on here. I'm gonna text this man here because I'm telling you, he is so loud. How do you guys manage money? What are some of the things you do to manage money? Anything special? Anything? He's not hearing me. Hold on, guys. Let me put this on mute a little bit. So far, while you guys are staying here, I'm not getting the engagement on how you guys are managing money, but I know this lesson will benefit somebody, and hopefully you guys are not spending because of an impulse. Hopefully you're having a transparency with your spending. Hopefully you're setting a fund money aside. Try, if you haven't started yet, have a weekly budget. And if it doesn't have a weekly budget, have a monthly budget. For persons who work in the city, are you bulk buying? Bulk buy the stuff you need for lunch. And even if you don't eat it off, trash it. But it saves you so much money when you bulk buy stuff, because the going into the city to buy stuff is so expensive. Like for me, I go into the city, and for me to buy lunch every day, it will cost me an average of probably $40. And for 4 days, that's $160. I could take $120 and I could pre-buy my lunch for the week at Costco, BJ's, and I'm getting everything I need. I get my water, my coconut water, my lunch, my snacks, my everything I need. So make sure, guys, you stay blessed, stay smart, and with not only smart with everything else in life, but making sure that you are smart with your coins. Okay? So I'll see you on the next Money Monday. And if you have made it this far into the video, currently I have, I think it was 14,200 and something. Okay, let's maintain this goal and let's make 14,500 subscribers by the end of the month, right? We're going to work towards that. And hopefully I was able to help somebody today, right? So let me see. Any last minute question I think I'm going over on my course. Any last minute questions you guys have for me? And if you want to say, how did you enjoy this session of Money Monday? Let me know. All right. So far, I haven't seen anything in the chat. So I'm going to leave you here and hopefully I was able to help and bless somebody today. So bye, guys. I will see you next week for Money Monday at 11 a.m. I'm still trying. And let me say this before I go. If you are interested, if you have profound knowledge of financial literacy and you would like to be interviewed or to spit some gems on my course slash gonna turn into podcast very soon, let me know so that way I could have you on my live here where we could go over and you could share some drip. If you're a financial officer, if you have profound financial knowledge, reach out to me. My email is in my bio. Send me an email. I'll definitely send you the link to our live so we could actually go live and have an amazing Money Monday. Take care and stay blessed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.